Well, Steve Hilton and Tom Steyer lead California's crowded gubernatorial race. Joel Pollak joins me now. First of all, Joel, if it's just between those two guys, who wins right now?
The way the California electorate works is that the worst Democrat will beat the best Republican. There is just such a massive partisan advantage for Democrats. The only hope for Republicans to win is to have both of the leading Republicans, Steve Hilton and Chad Bianco, qualify for the general election. That could happen under California's jungle primary. But if it is one-on-one, we will have a very interesting race. We'll have some interesting debates. And then the Democrat, no matter who it is, they could be a popsicle stick, they could be an old shoe, they will win the election. And that's how it goes.
Yeah, so they will coalesce around one person, even if they don't particularly like it, just to keep the Republicans out. All right, next one. Look at this Wall Street Journal op-ed on the California wealth tax. It says $777 billion in wealth already has left the state. And, quote, the tax will over time cost the state more revenue than it raises because of out-migration and slower economic growth. That is precisely, Joel, why European nations, so many of them, have abandoned the wealth tax, because they end up collecting less when they raise the taxes.
That's right. You know, France had a tax on people earning more than 1.3 million euros in a year, and they had it since the early 1980s. And Emmanuel Macron, whatever you might think of his other policies, canceled that tax in 2018. And the reason it's going to cost California more than it brings in is not just because people are leaving, but also their incomes are leaving, and the incomes of people who worked for them are leaving. And if you add up the net present value of all that future income tax intake, it actually outweighs what California hopes to get by taxing 5% of the assets of the billionaires. So this really does not work out. And even by proposing it and putting it on the ballot, California has already lost a massive amount of wealth.
Yeah, and look at this. I mean, it has been tried before. We have 9 European nations that tried it and realized that the tax increase ended up with less revenue because capital just left the country. And they're going with a failed policy. We know it doesn't work. Of course, we in New York are also facing wealth taxes, and other states as well. The state of Washington actually has one now. All right, one more for you, Joel. California's high-speed rail is facing more calls to be abandoned completely. Costs have reportedly ballooned to more than $230 billion. I remember when this started, Joel, it had a $33 billion price tag. It's about 10 times that right now. Will the project be stopped, or are they too far in to turn around?
Well, it does look like they're going to have to abandon it. That figure, by the way, of over $200 billion is probably on the low side because it doesn't factor in the additional cost of borrowing and the interest you have to pay on the loans. So it will likely be even higher than that. And this has taken far too long. It was supposed to be done by 2020. Now it may not even be done until well into the 2030s if it's done at all. It's 7 times the original cost. And nobody wants to use it. It's not even going to go between LA and San Francisco. It is going to connect towns in the rural Central Valley, lovely towns, wonderful towns, beautiful part of the country, but they already have the regular Amtrak and they have the Interstate 5 freeway. So there really is no demand for a very quick way to get from Merced to Bakersfield. Yeah. Nobody wants to ride it.
Well, you know, there's a theme here, spending billions of taxpayers' money on stuff that doesn't work. And the homelessness crisis is another example of that, where you spent $24 billion in the same time frame where you had 40% increase in homelessness. It was supposed to do exactly the opposite.
That's right, and that's because the state has put this absurd idea of quote-unquote housing first at the core of its homelessness policy. But if you don't treat the underlying problems, the addiction, the mental illness, and if you continue to provide incentives for people to come to California, homeless people to come, people who are addicted to drugs, who get hooked in sometimes by nefarious private companies that bring them in and then dump them on the street when their insurance runs out. If you don't address those causes, you're just going to have more homeless people.
Absolutely. Incentives matter. Congratulations to you and the California Post. You're giving those folks a chance to be heard, the people whose voice has been silenced by so many of these bad policies. Joel Pollak, great to see you. Appreciate it.
You too. Thank you.